Hey you guys, welcome to a new episode of Food and a Single Guy with me, your very own Amaru. Now you guys, before I continue with this video, I hope you're all keeping safe. I hope you're all finding ways of occupying your time considering the times we live in. Alright? Now you guys, on this episode of Food and a Single Guy, I'm gonna cook you something from the homeland yet again. It is called Getuk. It is a traditional dessert from the Javanese cuisine, and it is made with boiled cassava and grated coconut and sugar and all that delicious stuff wrapped in a banana leaf. Honey, let me tell you, it is so quick and easy to make. You can make it too. So without further ado, let us continue. Okay, my dear people, so what I have here is my frozen cassava, and that's what I'm going to be using for my dish. But of course, you're free to use fresh cassava, and I'm going to insert a clip for you right now so you could see what fresh cassava looks like. And in the video that I did with my mom, I have shown you how to peel fresh cassava. So if you're planning on using fresh cassava, you know what to do, okay? But for my dish, I'm gonna use this frozen cassava, and it is pre-steamed. It has no cholesterol. The nutrition facts are at the back, and this is actually a product of Costa Rica. Yes, baby, Latinos in the house. So what we're gonna do, we are going to bring the cassava to a boil, much like you would boil a potato, and you're gonna boil them until they're nice and tender, okay? Let us continue. Now you guys, the amount of cassava that I'm using is about 400 grams, and as you can see, I have placed the frozen cassava in a pot of water, and we're gonna bring this to a boil, like I said, until the cassava is nice and tender. Keep in mind that this is frozen cassava that is pre-steamed, so it doesn't need a hell of a lot of cooking. Alright you guys, so my cassava is done. I told you earlier that this is pre-cooked or pre-steamed, so it doesn't need a hell of a lot of cooking. What we're gonna do next, we're gonna turn off the flame, and we are going to scoop out the cassava one by one, and we're going to transfer them to a plate just like so. And the reason you do that is because you want next to no liquids. Okay, the cassava should not be wet. It shouldn't be soggy. It should be completely dry. Okay, and you want to be patient with it. And there is our beautiful cassava still steaming away nicely. So what we're going to do next, we're going to allow this to cool off a little bit, and then we're going to continue with the rest of this dish. But you guys, I have to warn you that nothing ruins this dish more than soggy cassava. Okay, the cassava has to be taken out of the water one by one, and then you have to place the cassava on a plate like so and allow it to air dry, if you will. Alright? Alright, okay you guys, so as you can see, I have transferred my cassava from the plate to the pot, and the cassava is still warm. What we're going to add to the cassava is about a 1/3 cup of sugar. Don't go crazy with the sugar, you guys, keep that in mind. We're also going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There we go. We're going to mash the cassava with this very sturdy fork, like so. Alright you guys, so this is looking good. We are now ready to continue with the next step. Okay you guys, moving on. In this dish, I am now going to add a droplet of oil. There we go. And basically what we're going to do, we are going to oil the dish. There we go. And the reason you add the oil is so that the cassava doesn't stick to the dish when you're ready to take it out. So next we are going to transfer the mashed cassava into our dish, and we're going to spread it out evenly. Alright, this is looking good. So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to refrigerate this for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, beautiful people. So what I have here is my grated coconut. And of course, you're free to use freshly grated coconut, which I have in the freezer, but I forgot to take out last night. So hence this store-bought grated coconut. Alright, so to my bowl, I'm going to add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of the grated coconut. There we go, 4. This looks sufficient. To the coconut flakes, I'm going to add about a 1/3 cup of sugar. We're gonna give that a quick mix. Now lastly, what we're gonna add to the grated coconut is about a half a teaspoon of salt. And the salt is going to bring out the flavor of the coconut, and that's what you want. Of course, we're gonna give that a quick mix. Now you guys, what I have here are frozen banana leaves. And we are going to take one out and we're going to wrap the Getuk in it. You will see how that is done in the next step. Okay, you guys, so what I have here is my plate. And to the plate, I am going to add the banana leaves. Just like so. Right? So next what we're going to do, we're going to put the Getuk on the plate. And I took it out of the fridge. And we're going to try to let it come out nicely. So next what you're going to do, you're going to cut this into nice little squares. Ever so gently. Now next what you're going to do, you're going to sprinkle some of the grated coconut onto the Getuk, just like this. Okay, so next we are going to close this with the banana leaves. I'm going to secure this with a toothpick. And I'm going to refrigerate this for about 5 to 10 minutes before serving. Okay, you guys, so we're almost ready for the final presentation. I took the Getuk out of the fridge. And next what I'm going to do, I am going to sprinkle some coconut on this plate. And next, we're going to place the squares of the Getuk on the plate. Here we go. Doesn't that look beautiful? Oh, but it does. And I can tell you that it smells delicious too, because the scent of the banana leaves also adds flavor to the Getuk. And that concludes the final presentation. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Baby, let me tell you, I tasted some. Not only does it look gorgeous, it is gorgeous. Okay? Even if I say so myself. And doesn't that final presentation look good? Honey, let me tell you, it was delicious. And like I said at the beginning of this video, it is so quick and so easy to make. If you can find the cassava in your neck of the woods, I'm sure you will be able to make this. Now, as far as the spelling of the name of this dish is concerned, I just want you to know that the K at the end of the word, you should not pronounce that. It is a silent K. In the Indonesian language, you don't pronounce the K at the end of a word, okay? So you don't say Getuk or Getuk or whatnot, you say Getuk, okay? So that is the way it's pronounced. Now, I want to take this time to thank you for watching yet another one of my videos. Welcome to a couple of new subscribers to this channel and to my other channels. Your support means everything to me. In the meantime, do be well, do take care. Happy cooking, happy eating. Don't add crazy to the craziness, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.